Morning, Paul. Friday morning, we're ahead of tomorrow's FA Cup tie, home game against Stourbridge. What are your thoughts leading into this game?
No, looking forward to it. I think everyone at the football club, this FA Cup little run we've got going is, it's been a bit of a respite from the problems we've had as a football club, and we've had two great results so far in it, two great performances, but it's imperative that we try and keep that run going tomorrow.
How important is an FA Cup run to clubs like Ilkeston?
I think any cup run. I know that in the past, there's been a sort of a team rotation, things like that, where players have come in for the League Cup, the Dudson Cup, or the Vars Trophy, and I just think cup games are equally as important. To get little runs going, to bring some income into the football club, and a final at the end of the day is a final. That you want to be involved in. So. It's important for clubs to try and get as far in the FA Cup in particular, and we're very well prepared. It's going to be a difficult game, but it's a game that if we're right, we can win.
Yeah, and what we'll do, we'll sort of take a little look back now to last weekend. Very creditable 1-0 victory against Buxton.
Yeah, I was pleased with the thing. At the minute, every team we play seems to be sort of either at the top of the league or in the top 3 or 4. So, but we've set standards over a few games this season that some games we slip below that and some games we've hit it, and we're very, very young as a squad. We're still trying to bring experience into the squad to improve it, and we've shown what we can do, and anything like the other night was a bit disappointing. For the first half an hour in the game we controlled it, and it's disappointing. It was a poor goal to concede, and we've got a habit of doing that at the minute, but we've worked very hard to try and rectify that, and we're all looking forward to tomorrow now.
What do you think the difference was then between the victory against Buxton and then going to Hales Owen on Tuesday night? And unfortunately we were on top for a lot of the game but didn't take chances.
I think at this level the first goal in games is vital, and I said after the game that we've got to get out of this mentality that good teams, if they fall behind, they still go and manage to get a result out of the game rather than feeling sorry for themselves. At half time the other night I was still really confident that we'd get back in the game and go on and win it, but it's one of those things. The second goal was a poor one to concede as well. You get back into the game very late on, and you have chances, but we need to be better than we were the other night and get back to how we were at Saturday and against Barwell. So we're not far off, but we still need to get that consistency.
Yeah, and last night our under-21s took on Eastwood in the league. We saw Malachi Lavelle-Moore play for us last night. What's the story behind him?
Malachi came in pre-season, played against Borowash. Came with a very good pedigree behind him, and I've spoken to a lot of people and said that he's got something that if he's right and he's fully fit, he can give you something a little bit different. And he's someone that I'd like to get involved tomorrow if it's possible. And he's one of them. He's way off fitness wise at the minute. He's had a few personal issues that he's had to deal with, and he's one that if I can get him into the football club will give us something a little bit different. But he's not just the only one that I'm trying to bring into the football club at the minute.
Yeah, last night it ended in a 4-0 victory, and Tavon Terrell, Bermudan, he came off the bench for the last sort of 25 minutes and scored 2 goals. Currently out on loan. Is there any sort of signs of him getting into your first team squad at the moment? Where is he on your radar?
Yeah, T's somebody who's got a lot of potential. I think he needs to be playing regular men's football, and he'd admit that himself, that he gets up into the first team squad, and he's not played a lot of men's football. So the idea with T will be to try and get him probably another 4 or 5 games somewhere where he can play men's football, hopefully keep playing in the 21s and getting goals, and probably in a month's time he might be banging on my door saying give me a chance.
Yeah, right, okay. And we're going to end this interview on a slightly, not lighter note really, but apparently you turned into a bit of a hero yesterday doing the Ilkeston Fire Brigade out of a job. No,
it was just I came over the bridge and there was a fire near the canal, so I managed to go and stamp it out a little bit. But I would like to say I ran there, but it wasn't a particular quick run. It was more of a stumble across there. But no, it was one of those things. There was a lady there who was a little bit concerned that it was getting out of control. I think a youngster had thrown a cigarette down or something, so managed to go and put it out before the fire brigade got there. So I was well out of the way and back at the ground before they got there. So
okay,
thank you.
That's great. Cheers. Thanks for your time, Paul.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Thank you.